Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
We begin with our Forest Preserves land acknowledgement. The Forest Preserves of Cook County acknowledge that we are on the lands of the Council of Three Fires, the Ojibwa, Ottawa, and Potawatomi, as well as the Miami, Ho-Chunk, Menominee, Sauk, and Mishwaukee peoples. As a land management agency, we acknowledge that we've played a role in shaping the histories of our local Native Americans by acquiring this land. We also recognize, share, and celebrate their immemorial ties to the land. We commit ourselves to developing deeper partnerships that advocate for progress, dignity, and humanity of the many diverse Native Americans who still live and practice their heritage and traditions on this land today. I want to thank the local officials who are with us. Commissioner Bill Lowry, Commissioner Donna Miller, Commissioner Stan Moore is represented by Aldine Wilson, and of course, the Mayor and State Representative, Thaddeus Jones. Thank you. I apologize, Mayor. And of course, I want to thank our Interim General Superintendent, Eileen Fiegel, who proudly supports this annual celebration, but is out of the country today. I also want to thank our programming department, Jackie Ulrich, our leader, Sandridge Nature Center Director Creedle Wells, and the entire Sandridge staff for hosting the 11th annual Juneteenth event on these premises. Juneteenth is celebrated annually on June 19th. It's the day that the Union soldiers arrived in Galveston, Texas, to bring the news that the Civil War was over and the enslaved people were now free. And I just want to thank all of the good people who stood up for the Union in the Civil War. I think we don't often recognize, unless you've seen the movie Glory, that African Americans were a significant portion of the Union forces. By the end of the war, they were 10% of our soldiers. Today we commemorate the end of enslavement in the United States. We honor the men, women, and children who endured or perished under this racist, cruel, immoral institution, those who escaped slavery, those who fought to end slavery in this country. And through our country's history, we've seen a lot of injustice and tragedy, and we have to both acknowledge and learn from that past. The future of this nation depends on that understanding. And we're at a moment, I have to say, in this country in which there are a great many people who want to deny our history or sugarcoat it. And that only exacerbates our problems as a nation as we try to move forward. Recognizing our history helps inform us as we take the necessary steps toward equity and justice for all. Historically, government has too often played a role in creating and maintaining racial inequities. For all the offices under President and at the Forest Preserves, we've made a commitment to undoing that damage and addressing historical wrongs. This is a priority for me and our leadership throughout Cook County. I'm proud to say that our work in the preserves is exemplary of this commitment. Beyond events like today's, our staff is continually adding programs and events that recognize and celebrate the great diversity of our county. The Forest Preserve prides itself on being a place that is welcoming to all and where everyone in our county is able to enjoy and benefit from our 70,000 acres of natural land. These are your forest preserves, and so I'm glad to see you here today to celebrate our heritage. Commissioner Lowry.
Thank you, Madam President. What a beautiful morning, and it's so great to be here with all of you. I am Bill Lowry, Cook County Commissioner of the 3rd District. I also have the great pleasure of serving as chair of the Forest Preserves Finance Committee. It's wonderful to be back here at beautiful Sandridge Nature Center. We were here for board meetings just last Tuesday. So again, it's great to be back here, and we thank you for again hosting us here. It's also my pleasure to join you, President Preckwinkle, and my colleague who is here, Commissioner Donna Miller. Always a pleasure to be here. Aldine, who's representing our other colleague, Commissioner Stanley Moore, here with the Mayor and Rep. Jones. Again, it's great to be here with all of you. But as we gather here today, 160 years after the Emancipation Proclamation, I ask all of you, are we truly free? And the answer is no. But Cook County has taken the lead in recognizing the significance of Juneteenth. through our own Juneteenth Illinois Committee, spearheaded, really created and spearheaded by both Commissioner Dennis Deere, Commissioner Stanley Moore, and the rest of our board. We will be participating in a number of Juneteenth events, not just today, but next Saturday as well. In those events, we will focus on equity in education, health, and justice. But let me be clear, we must focus on these issues not just on Juneteenth, but for 365 days each and every year. We must focus on economic equity, as equity is not equality. Equity acknowledges the disinvestment which has plagued our community and segments of Cook County for hundreds of years. But through the county's Equity Fund Roadmap, Cook County recognizes the need for purpose-driven, equity-based programming and resourcing. You know, I always say, if you're not at the table, you're on the menu. We must also focus on educational opportunities as well as trade and apprenticeship opportunities in our community. Just last year, I, as well as Commissioner Miller, we had the pleasure of working with the county's Facilities Management Department as we started our own apprenticeship program. This is so important because while college may be the path for some of us, it shouldn't be the only path for an individual to be able to take care and provide for themselves and their families. We must focus on health care, including mental health care, behavioral health. And we must do that for so many reasons. But keep in mind, the need has never been greater. During the Rauner administration, 80,000 Illinoisans lost their mental health care coverage. During the Emanuel administration, 6 of our 12 mental health clinics in Chicago were closed. But again, Cook County recognizes the need for such care. And following our Behavioral Health Summit in February, we then resourced behavioral health organizations with a commitment of $44 million. We've also committed to providing behavioral health care right in our own facilities. We must also continue to fight for criminal justice reform. And I'll say today, as I've said many times, I continue to call to action electeds at every level for us to put our resources together so we can create community centers throughout all of Cook County. If we do this the right way and we partner with the right organizations, we'll be able to provide different types of health care, oral health, opportunities such as coding and the like. And this could serve as the hub, not just for our youth, but also for our seniors and for everyone in between. This will make a difference as we take on the violence which is permeating throughout all 77 communities of Chicago and beyond. So there's much to do, but rest assured, Cook County will step up, will address these issues, because we recognize that the role of county officials is to take on the issues of today while building a bridge for a better tomorrow. So for me, Juneteenth is about hope. It binds our past with our present and what I believe can be a boundless future. But for that future to be boundless, we must work together and we must work with all of you. Happy Juneteenth, everyone. It's now my pleasure to bring up my colleague, my sister, Commissioner Donna Miller.
Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I am Cook County Commissioner Donna Miller, and I represent the south and southwest suburbs. Who's from the south suburbs here today? Great to see you here. I'm honored to be here with you today with Madam President, Commissioner Moore's office, Commissioner Bill Lowry, Mayor Thaddeus Jones, and all of you who are guests of the Forest Preserve to celebrate Juneteenth. This is one of the most important events in American history. I'm so glad to see some young people here today who can help us continue to carry on this story. And this is the 11th year that we've celebrated Juneteenth here in the Forest Preserve. So let's give a real big hand to the Forest Preserve for being on top of this issue long before it was a national holiday. And I've been attending this event for many years. And the south suburbs itself has so much rich history, as evidenced by the many points that are along the Underground Railroad in and around Cook County Forest Preserves and here in the Southland. And many of our own families' histories are intertwined in all of these stories. I'm so glad that we're going to have a storyteller here later today to talk about the rich history that all of us share. So we know the history of Juneteenth now. But guess what? We always didn't know that history, especially here in the Midwest. I recently learned that in Texas, they've been learning about Juneteenth for many years as part of their own history in the schools. And this is, so Juneteenth dating back to 1865, that's when they ended the Civil War and let enslaved know that they were now free. But this was a full 2.5 years after President Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation, which had come official in 1863. So today is a day to celebrate and promote and cultivate knowledge and appreciate African American history and culture. Juneteenth celebrates African American freedom and achievement while encouraging continuous self-development and respect for all cultures. It's the education component that we really need to focus on. And it's why it's so important that this history, this American history, is taught in our school systems. This is especially important when we see jurisdictions around the country that are passing laws to prevent uncomfortable truths. However, they are true. And this is what's happened in our nation's history. We've come a long way as a people, but we still have a long way to go to true racial equity in all aspects of society. And learning about this history and celebrating our shared history and the lessons it teaches us about shared humanity is the only way that we can unite and foster respect and appreciation for each other. One thing I like to say is diversity and inclusion is something you live on a daily basis. This is an example of us living diversity. And it's our diversity that makes our country and our county, frankly, Cook County, being a leader in so many ways, it makes us great. It's why I'm proud to be a lifelong resident of Cook County and a commissioner of a very diverse district in Cook County that represents all of us. So thank you all again for being here today. If you don't see someone you know here, tell them what they missed, because they're gonna miss out on a whole lot. So enjoy the activities and the celebrations today and throughout the rest of the entire week. It's now my pleasure to introduce the mayor and state rep of Calumet City, Thaddeus Jones.
Thank you so much, Commissioner Miller. Let me give honor to Madam President Tony Preckwinkle, the Forest Preserve for putting this on, Commissioner Laurie for being here, and of course, Commissioner Moore for always representing Calumet City. Today is a day that God has made. We are here because God has not only allowed us to be here, but allowed us to be public servants and not only tell the story, but also help residents to tell the story of June 16th, but why it matters to our community and why it matters in our lives. You know, I'm here today because last year was really hard for me. I always told my mother that you had it hard. Your birthday was not only right around Father's Day, but your birthday was around Juneteenth, and you had to celebrate. I lost my mother last year, and it left a hole in my heart. But I still remember the memories that she told me about celebrating Juneteenth, about celebrating Father's Day, about celebrating her birthday, and about being involved in the community. And we have to remember the stories that our parents tell us and also pass our stories on. Some of the stories I hear about Juneteenth, you hear it's about reparations. You hear Juneteenth is about emancipation. It's about principles. We have to pick a lane and decide as a community what lane we're going to go down together. I am so happy that we have a county board president that has not only helped us enrich our history, but tell our story. I'm so happy to have a forest preserve that can help us share our history and share the history of Calumet City, but also share the history and help tell the stories of individuals and people in our community. So we're here today as a collective. We also have to leave here on a mission to make sure that people understand why public servants are fighting to preserve history, why we're fighting to make our communities better. And that's what we're doing in Calumet City. I'm proud to represent Calumet City as the mayor. I want to thank all the Calumet City residents for being here today. We have our Director of Inspection Services, Director Cheryl Tillman here. Let's give her a round of applause.
Here, here.
But my goal is to make sure that we tell the stories. I want to continue to tell the story of my mother who came from the South and fought, told me the stories about what she went through. We have to make sure that we are good stewards of our stories. Our stories matter, your stories matter. So I would encourage you today as you leave here and you hear the stories, the program that's going to happen today, make sure it counts. We are here to support each and every one of us, but also it's important that we leave here with a mission. Again, I want to thank you guys for listening to me. I thank you, Madam President, for allowing me to speak. But I also thank you guys for allowing me to serve as your mayor and state representative. And I promise we're going to make sure that we get on a mission to make sure that Juneteenth counts. Finally, before I leave, all the fathers, raise your hands, all the fathers. Let's make sure you guys get more than a tie tomorrow and get a steak. Tell your wives to take you to a Cubs game. Cubs are in town.
White Sox, White Sox.
I see I won't win with that one, but make sure that you guys get honored on Father's Day. We thank you for being great fathers, community servants. Thank you for allowing me to speak, everyone.
Thank you, Mayor and State Representative Jones. I'd like to ask Aldine Wilson, who's Executive Assistant to Commissioner Stan Moore, who's not well this morning, to say a few words. And then we would ask Director Jackie Ulrich to come to the stage.
Good morning.
Good
Welcome, welcome to Sand Ridge Nature Center within the 4th District. My name is Eldine Wilson, and I am here representing Cook County Commissioner Stanley Moore, who is the Commissioner of the 4th District. Unfortunately, he is unable to attend today's gathering, but he wanted me to let each of you know that he is honored that you took time out today to jumpstart the Juneteenth celebration here at Sand Ridge Nature Center. He also asked that I extend an invitation for you to attend another Juneteenth celebration on Wednesday, June 19th, starting at 9 a.m. at Dan Rand Woods. Come, join in the fun, and enjoy the music and laughter among friends. Enjoy all the activities here today. Happy Juneteenth, everyone, and thank you.
Thanks, Aldine. Thanks for that invitation. We're excited that you're going to have that event. I'm Jackie Ulrich. I'm the Director for Conservation and Experiential Programming in the Forest Preserve. Thanks to all the elected officials, Madam President, Commissioners, Aldine, State Rep, Commissioner, for being here. We appreciate your support for this event. Eileen Fiegel asked me to tell you that she's very sorry to miss this event. She has an unmovable commitment that she is out of town. I also want to thank all the staff here at Sand Ridge for hosting this wonderful Juneteenth event, and thank all of our partners who are here today to help us celebrate the Little Calumet River Underground Railroad Project, the Lansing Public Library, the Pullman National Monument, Sounds Natural Collective, Faith and Place, Lana Lewis, Anne Marie Swells, and the Dance for Our Lives dance group with Gigi Tone Arts and Fitness. This is our 11th Juneteenth celebration at Sand Ridge. The Forest Preserve offers so much for Cook County. The preserves protect and preserve a critical habitat for countless plants and animals, and our nearly 70,000 acres of wild and wonderful provide countless opportunities to get outside and experience nature. And isn't it an amazing day today? So thank you, Mother Nature. As the Director of Conservation and Experiential Programming, I get to lead an incredible staff, and our goal is to invite everybody to the Forest Preserve and help them feel excited about the endless ways to engage with nature. The Forest Preserve projects more than nature. It also preserves cultural history. Our lands include the sites of Native American villages, homesteads of early settlers, and Black history as well. For example, the Michigan City Road, which you can learn more about in our exhibit inside, cuts through the Sand Ridge campus and is one of the major routes of the Underground Railroad for those seeking freedom on the journey north from the Mississippi River Valley. Our commitment at the Forest Preserves is to advance equity, celebrate diversity, and include everyone. We are building deeper community partnerships, work more with more partners to find more opportunities to celebrate these major events. As Madam President said, everyone is welcome in the Forest Preserve. Please come out and experience camping, bird watching, fishing, boating, hiking, and biking. Those are all fun, and they're also great exercise. They're calming, and they're great for your health. Everyone should have these opportunities, so we hope you can take advantage of some of them. I hope you enjoy today's presentations, displays, and performances, and that you explore this great campus. And I hope that you continue to visit the Forest Preserves and take advantage of all we have to offer. Thank you. And now I want to introduce our Director of Sandridge Campus, Credell Walls.
Hello, hello. Thank you all for coming out here today. I'm going to keep this very brief. I echo everyone. Thanks to all our elected officials that are here today, and I thank you for coming out here today. I especially want to thank the staff here, that some are out here in front and some are out at their stations, and I would like to thank them by name. Nathaniel Garcia, Lainey Rambo, Nick Paulberg over here, Ed Wageman, our laborer, Bobby Ali, who's out right now, and Angela Flores, MJ Majerick, and Jeanette Louise. Thank you all for all the hard work planning this event and all the events coming up soon. And one last person that I would love to say thank you to for organizing, doing all the legwork for organizing everything for this event. Thank you, because it helped me out a great deal. Miss Elizabeth Wheelock, we love to call her Biz, right over here. Biz will be coming up after Lana Lewis sings for us, Lift Every Voice and Sing. So at this point, I would like to invite Lana Lewis to the stage.
This is an most amazing day. We will be singing all three verses. Please join in.
Every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun, let us march on till victory is won. Stony the road we trod, bitter the chastening rod, felt in the days when hope unborn had died. Yet with a steady beat, and not our weary feet, come to the place for which our fathers sighed. We have come over a way that with tears have been watered. We have come treading our path through the blood of the slaughtered. Out from the gloomy past, till now we stand at last, where the white gleam of our bright star is cast. God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, thou who has brought lest our feet stray from the places, our God, where we met thee, lest our hearts, drunk with the wine of the world, we forget thee. Shadowed beneath thy hand, may we forever stand, true to our God, true to our native land.
Hi, everybody. I want to first thank each and every one of you for being out here today. As Cradell Walls mentioned, I am Elizabeth Wheelock. I go by Biz. I am the new Special Events and Program Coordinator here at Sandridge, and I just want to give you a little bit of information about what we have today. First of all, I want to say that beautiful chalkboard over there that MJ has been decorating for us. On the other side, it has a schedule, so we're going to wheel that out as soon as the opening ceremony has concluded. Feel free to take a picture of that if you want to know what's happening where. But basically, we have a couple of different locations. Today, here at Sandridge, in the back, we will have tie-dye. There will be a cabin where you can go get some cake. And we'll have tables from our partners, the Little Calumet River Underground Railroad Project, the Lansing Public Library, and the Pullman National Monument. As you can see over at that, I don't know if you can see that red event flag right there, that is the trail to our campground, Camp Shabona Woods. Over there, we will have some live performances from the the Little Calumet River Underground Railroad Project. We will have Sounds Natural playing some live music, and Faith in Place with a storytelling circle this afternoon. At 1 o'clock, we'll be starting a hot dog roast. There are also food trucks that are already on site over there, and they sound amazing. Here in the flight room, we'll be showing a documentary called Rooted Wisdom. It is absolutely incredible, and at the same time, it'll be alternating with a guided walk led by Lainey Rambo that will meet here in front of the building. Drinks will be served at both the flight room here inside the building and over at Camp Shabona Woods. Stop by the info table and get a button that Ed has been making. And next up, right after me, is Dance for Our Lives. They're going to be performing, and also at the very end, they will be leading us on that path over there next to the red event flag to Camp Shabona Woods for our next activity. Awesome. So thank you again. It's really nice to see everyone here. And thank you so much to the Forest Preserves for making me feel so at home in my new job. All right. Yep. All right. Can we get our music cued out? All right. You guys just let me know. Yeah, face this way, and remember, I will hand my phone to you. Okay. All right.
Tryna rain on the thunder. Tell a storm I'm new. I'm the wild, I'm a march on the rain. Painted white flags blue. Lord, forgive me, I've been running blind and true. I'm a rain on this villa. Tell the sweet I'm new. Telling these tears go and fall away, fall away. Oh, may the last one burn into flames. Freedom, freedom, I can't move. Freedom, cut me loose. Yeah. Freedom, freedom, where are you? 'Cause I need freedom too. I break chains around myself. Won't let my freedom run in hell.
Yeah, so listen,
Good memory. Yes,
Tryna rain on the
so that's what record was.
I'ma keep on running 'cause the winner don't quit on themselves.
God, I promise my God coming back when he knows it's a problem. God is attention, but you don't want attention. You don't want to speak it, so you should have got it.
Y'all know.